Thank you. Tommy Shepherd, please, from the United Kingdom.
Thank you, Chair. Might I also congratulate John Prescott for the work that he has done in getting this debate before our Assembly today. I think that the level of detail and precision in this report is exactly that which needs to be replicated in our national parliaments if we are to achieve the climate change objectives to which our respective governments have signed up. In Scotland, most of the government responsibilities in this area have been devolved from the United Kingdom Parliament to the Scottish Parliament in Edinburgh, and I am pleased to report that the Scottish Government is making good progress. I would like to give you some examples. By the year 2030, every kilometre of public road in Scotland will have the infrastructure required to run electric vehicles. But in advance of that, we are committing a lot of money to try and promote active travel so that people will walk or cycle rather than getting into the car in the first place. In the field of energy, we have ambitious targets. By the year 2020, in 2 years' time, 100% of all electricity generated in Scotland will be from renewable resources. This represents a dramatic shift in thinking away from reliance on fossil fuels towards renewable energy. And I am particularly proud of the fact that in Scotland we have decided that fracking will have no part of the energy mix in the future, and hope to persuade colleagues elsewhere in the UK of the merits of that approach. With regard to waste and recycling, by the year 2025, over 70% of all waste will be recycled, and I am continually impressed at how simple practical measures can have a dramatic effect in this area. In 2014, the Scottish Government introduced a mandatory charge for the use of plastic bags in shops and supermarkets. The results were dramatic. Almost overnight, usage fell by 80%. Millions were raised for good causes, but most importantly, every one of our citizens who went shopping had to interface with the public policy, so the effect of raising awareness was really quite dramatic. Also, I think it's important that we should work with local communities and not just take government action by itself. That's why in Scotland we have a Challenge Climate Fund, where over £100 million has been spent in more than 1,000 local community projects designed to raise awareness and achieve material change. Chair, I'd like to finish with two international dimensions to this debate which have already been mentioned. The first is Brexit. Colleagues will know that the United Kingdom is in the throes of leaving the European Union, not something which people in Scotland voted for, but happening nonetheless. It is important that all sides to that negotiation ensure that whatever agreement comes out of it, that the ability of the United Kingdom government to take action in this area is not compromised. And finally, can I also mention the United States of America? Not for the first time, everyone recognises that the most powerful country on earth has abrogated its responsibility and abstaining from these debates. That means more than ever the nations of Europe have to act together and exert global leadership in this matter, not only to protect our own citizens, but to protect the citizens of America as well.
Damien